Alright guys, so we got this 2016 Ford F550 6.7 diesel coming with check engine light. So we're just gonna check out what we got. This guy's really good. As soon as you have check engine light, he always likes to get it checked out rather than drive around. Let's see. So we got a P008A. Those aren't good. Those aren't good. Low fuel pressure, too low. So what I usually do in this case with the P008A, I usually check the low fuel pressure coming off the pump on the frame rail. Make sure we get at least 70 psi. I like 70, 75. And then if that's fine, then I will change the IPR on top of the CP4 pump, or else I'm gonna pull it off. Hopefully there's no like metal shavings or nothing. And I'm also, what I do is install the 6.7 disaster kit, the high fuel pressure disaster kit. So that's what we're probably gonna do. Let me see what this is. P008F, reducing quality, and then the P008A, which I just did freaking, I think this for this guy's trucks. He's got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 Fords, and reducing heater control, yeah, so the def heater, which is super common. Alright, so we're gonna focus on this one right now, low fuel pressure. So let me get my shit set up. I should have the gauge close by. So how I check this, see if I can find a spot. It's nothing freaking metal anymore, it's fucking plastic. I think you can see me now. So I got the 6.7 kit. What it does is it goes in line for the low fuel pressure coming from the pump to give you a mechanical idea of how much pressure you're getting. Now you can look it up, but I like to make sure exactly. So let's see. So you take the inlet to the fuel filter. Kind of gotta, you just stick this on fuel filter, and then kind of put this in line. Which what I'm gonna do is spin that gauge around so you can see it better. Okay. So you can see the gauge. Alright, so I'm going to cycle the key and see what we got. We got 70, what's that, 75, 80? Yeah, so that's good. Alright, so we're gonna have to change the IPR, which is way the frick down in here. So start ripping shit apart. There's some hidden bolts back here. There's like 3 over there, 3 over there. So you just want to make sure you get them all loose. Some of them you can just stay in like this. I took the turbo pipe off. That's down in there to make it easier. So these pipes might be a little different than you're used to. So what it is it's just a clip. It's not a clamp like the other side. And take a screwdriver down in there, you pry them up like this. Try to do one, and then you pull it all the way out, and then you're able to slide it out. So I did that for better access. And you want to also make sure that it should be easy to pry up. If it's just a little bit with a bar, a little bit with a bar. If it's not easy, then you got more disconnect. And also, you might have to also play with a couple. So, got that corner unclipped. So you like to show a little bit of struggles you have rather than unbolt everything. Alright, next scene, getting things off. So, at least you show that there is kind of a pain in the ass. So now we're, holy shit, let me get the light. The truck only has 40,000 miles on it. Look at all the buildup. Literally a shit ton, at least a ½ inch thick. So next we're gonna I'm gonna take all this off right here. So so turbo here, and here's right here is IPR, and this is, we're gonna put the kit on. So hopefully when I remove this, there is no metal shavings in it. Otherwise that won't be good. There's fucking metal here. Okay, put you down here. See that shit? Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, the Torx. The Torx. Where do we get those Torx? Look what size it is. Looks like 25 it is. T25. There we go, it's better. I can see what the fuck I'm doing. The other one's tweet. Yeah, super hard to get to. So I bought these extra long Torx. Well, I wanted one, but Snappy said, hey, here's a whole set. So I'm like, well, may need it. The other one someday. Something's metal. Okay. Nice and clean. Awesome. Well, that's a good sign. That's a great sign. So if you've seen metal shavings in here, then pretty much effed for the injection part. This is a CP4 pump. All right, so we're gonna get a new regulator anyways. Be safe. There's a little screen there. Screen looks good. Like I say, you know, as soon as I get that code, I like to change it to be safe, because if this freaking, you know, have to change everything. Injectors, fuel tank, anything that touches fuel needs to be changed. At least that's what the dealer recommends. So, alright. That, and then I'll show you how to do the freaking eliminator, not eliminator, disaster. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about sometimes. Disaster kit. So what it is, it replaces, it lifts up here, you cut into there. I'll just fucking show you it. It's easier. Alright. Thanks. Alright, so we're gonna take the sensor right here. We're gonna take off. Let's see if you can see that better. Alright, there's a sensor right here. Pop that off. These two are gonna pop up because we're gonna be taking the tube out. First, we gotta unbolt it here, and then we're gonna unbolt the clip over there and clip it. So, put it. I got the IPR back in. Well, I call it an IPR. It's actually, they call it a control valve, volume control. This depends on the manufacturer. I know Zuzu calls them suction control valves, so just they change, but they're pretty much doing the same thing. Alright, I'll take these clips off. So those clips. Alright, back. Freaking, there's a brake. It's actually, the guy was going to come to the shop. He put his left directional on, and all the marker lights blink, and they need the truck tomorrow. So he's going to swing by. I said, check the rear light bulb. I've seen light bulbs, like the filaments break off, lay down and backfeed through it. So he just called me back and said, yep, that was it. So, alright. Anyway, so now this will come off. Nice and easy. No, I'm just kidding. This pops in there. See if it won't be in your way. Okay. Little freaking finagling. So now we've got this actually controls up there, so we can. It's up to you which one you want to take. If you want to just take, it was easier to get to. This clip there, because this I'll let that out of the way. This is going to the filter, so I push it back, push it down. Fucking lights. Worse. Pain in the freaking. You get the two clips, push down, blue ones, and then you're able to slide it off. We get over there. Now, I mean, you can take this one off too, so it's not in your way. Same process. You just push back, push it down. That pops up all the way up, and comes out. So. So we got, so here's the disaster prevention kit, CP4. So what we're gonna do is cut about, I don't know, like 1.5 inches, so you can get this on, maybe 2 inches in front of the sensor. We'll cut it off, then we're going to put this on. As you tighten it, it clamps down and grips it, and then this is going to go right down in here. We're going to lift this up, and suction control valve is going to go in there with IPR, so it's going to sit like this. Bolt down. This is going to go in here, and then on this side you're going to have, it's going to be threaded, which is going to be this. That's going to turn into this one we just came off. So I'm going to put in the vise, cut it off. Alright, so you have it cut off. Hacksaw, tube cutter, anything that you can make a nice and even cut. Clean it out, blow it out, brake clean. Now you have this compression fitting. It's just two. You get the collar. So what you do is, to make sure the collar's on there, I put that on. The collar's on. Put it over that, and you're going to tighten it up. Tighten up so you can wiggle a little bit. So you tighten it till you can't, it won't move anymore. It's just the compression. Okay, so take that out, throw this aside. Actually got another one right here. Did that a few weeks ago, haven't cleaned up. So now we have this, which is gonna go screw into this, to the fuel filter. And now you got the aluminum block. This is going to go on top of the CP4 pump. It's got some O-rings. You're gonna add, so you got O-rings there. You get the here. You get the two small ones that go over these. Alright, so all the O-rings are in. So what this does, so you got this that goes to the fuel filter, the little 90, and then this side, the O-ring, is going to screw in like this to the side. And then you got the valve, which is going to sit like this, pop in. And this sits in here and gets squished down. They give you two longer bolts to go through, and then you're also going to take this nut, this bolt off. This is going to go down in the middle. These three are going to squish it down. So this is going to stay in here. So you're gonna get the O-rings, make sure none of them fall out. It's gonna go over the fuel line right here. And as you put all 3 bolts in, with the valve in there, it's going to squish down evenly, so you just tighten it evenly all the way around. Alright, so valve's gonna go in here. Got the longer bolt in the middle. Try to squish them down a little. Just make sure you tighten them all evenly. And everything is squished down. Little tight on certain ends. Alright, so we got the new line on. I had to take the first clip off so this will line up. And this is tightened down here. So it's so loose right now, you're going to want to put rubber on, kind of clamp it down, maybe put a little rubber here so it doesn't rub anything. And I got the key cycled. So we're putting the 75 PSI, just check for any leaks or anything. So got no leaks, so we're good there. Clip everything back together and you just reassemble. So what I want to do now is clean out this freaking thing. As you can see, it is literally freaking like caked on. Freaking just like tons. So I'm gonna clean this up, put everything back together, and I'll have you back for the initial start. Alright, so everything's back together. I'm gonna start her up. This is what I got out of when I cleaned out that intake. Freaking, I don't even know if you can see how much. It's like half a freaking, a little more than half of a bottle. So I'm gonna show the customer, let them know. So cycle the key a couple times. Yeah, freaking 41,000 miles. You can kind of hear the, I don't know if you can, the fuel pump pumping. Alright, let's try it. Wow. Alright, let's check for leaks. Thanks for watching. Let's see what we want to do about that depth heater.